Өнөөдөр бид тэдгээр ухаарал хайрлсан лекцүүдийн нэг болох
2008 оны 8 сарын 22-нд Франц улсад англи хэл дээр айлдсан Румигийн шүлэг борон дэлбүүлсэн жимсний цэцэрлэг мэт 3 цуврал лекцийн 2 дугаар хэсгийг багшаавын шүтэлцээгээр толилуулах хувьд тохиолоо.
Ego is nothing. Actually, it's just made up of a bunch of, learned knowledge. And then you think it's you, that you know this, you know that. All the knowledge put together, that what you learn from others or societies or books, and you think it's you. You think you know it all. And that anything else is not right. Anything else that you haven't heard of, that cannot be true. Something like that. That's why it's difficult. In a way, I'm lucky because my families all became Kuan practitioners, all by themselves. I have not even come to preach anything to them. I know it won't work. So they just heard about me from everybody else around them. And then they got curious enough, okay, follow me too. I have enough respect from everybody else already, and they know it must be okay. So by the time the neighbors come to tell them that, your daughter has been very famous and great and people revere her and follow her in numbers, then they already have a prepared heart. They already have inner experience already. So I'm blessed with that. I'm lucky. Even though I have not always the opportunity to live with them again or to see them, but we are always together, in the heart. It's very good. Yes. Okay. So the father continued. But what harm will it do to you, my son, to listen just a little longer? I mean, all these years, okay, fine, he has been telling all this, but he just talked a little longer. What harm will it do to you? Just listen to me. So they were calling back and forth, with Noah never relenting his admonishments to his son. But suddenly a wave came that buried Canaan and tore him to pieces. Oh, terrible. Such a strong wave. Oh God, even a father cannot save the son. Can you imagine how he felt? And a spiritual father, the all-knowing, the all-compassion, all-loving, and cannot even talk to his son to save his life. And he died right in front of him in such a tragic situation and such a horrible death like that. Can you imagine how Noah had felt at that time? Can you imagine? So you're not surprised to see Canaan in this situation, so dead against the father, are you? Not much surprise, huh? Sometimes you experience that in your family, right? Yeah? And I experience this in my surroundings, sometimes with my closest one, or close assistant, or the one that I think would respect my words or love me so much. It's not always true. But this is the price he had to pay for being a master. You see, the Maya cannot hurt him. The king of hell cannot bribe him. Satan can never make him waver in his devotion to God, because he's in direct contact with God. He knows what it is. He has wisdom. He has opened himself. He become one with God. So Satan can never hurt him in any way. Even to kill him, he would not waver. Noah. Even if Satan punish him, torture him, kill him, he would never have Noah on his side as an evildoer or as one of his subordinates. Just like Jesus say, even the devil come and offer him the 3 words. He say, "Get behind me." Yes? And when Buddha sat under the Bodhi tree, and he became enlightened. And the Maya, the king of Maya, also came there disguised as a beautiful woman and dancing around him, half naked, whatever, like stripped, yeah, lap dance, whatever on him, and he doesn't move. He say, I know who you are. And just bug off. I don't know how he say that in Sanskrit, but I would say bug off. See what I mean? Yeah. So that is the thing. The king of Maya, the king of illusion, knows that no matter what he does to the master, he will not waver, even give him the kingdom or anything at all. Maybe he take it, but he tell the Maya still bug off. Actually, whatever the master had in possession, it was because of his or her own merit, In the former life, maybe they're charitable and give it a lot to people. So in this lifetime, they may become wealthy, healthy, and have a lot of abundance of food, money, everything. But that is not from the king of illusion, It's not like the Maya come and say, bow to me and you have the kingdom. You can rule the world and all that. And of course the master never bow, never care. Yeah. Even if he became poor or stripped of all of his possession and became even a beggar on the street, he would never waver his faith in God. That's why Buddha doesn't even come back to be king. He continued to be just a mendicant, a monk who has nothing. Then he has everything too. Mm-hmm. If he's a king, only his subjects pay respect to him, or not. But he's a Buddha, a master. All the nations pay respect to him. Except his cousin, of course. He wage wars against him. He make his own separate faith against the Buddha and even try to assassinate him. For example, like that. So the king of Maya knew that nothing can hurt the master at all except kill his son, which is he himself. He reincarnated into the family of Noah, become a son, so that he's beloved, and his father love him and care for him because he's his son. And then he died in such a tragic way, just to hurt him. The same with many people. When they're frustrated with family members or something goes wrong, they go kill themselves. In some way, they want to punish the living. Not just punish themselves. They want to die so that the people behind them have to grieve and blame themselves and be in sorrow forever. Like, how dare you offend me? How dare you did that and this to me? How dare you scold me so much? Now I die, you'll be sorry forever. You will blame yourself forever. You feel guilty forever. Okay. Similar way, the Maya, apart from hurting the master already, but still the master will never give up God to be with him anyway. He tried the best, like hurting the one that he loves, hurting the one that she trusts, something like that. Or turn the person that he or she trusts against the master. That hurt the most. You see? Cannot do anything to the master, just use something else around it to hurt him. This is the thing with Maya, with the negative power. But that is also the price that any master has to pay. Not the same case, but similar situation, or in a different way, always the master has to pay some price. You see? Either with his life, reputation, or the feeling of the heart, anything at all. Anything at all. To be a master, you have to pay, and pay a lot. No matter what you are, no matter how high position you are in heaven, no matter how high the spiritual attainment you have reached, you have to pay in this world for saving people. Because you are interfering with the law of karma. Even though you awaken people, and they save themselves also. But still, you come and tell them how. You come and tell people, hey, look, you listen to me and you'll be free forever from the Maya, from hell, from suffering. You'll be glorious now and in heaven. And the people saw that. It's true what he said. Follow him. And of course the Maya lost. You see, the more people follow the master, the more Maya lost. So if the master succeeds in convincing people to free themselves from the trap of Maya, you think the Mayas will feel happy? Oh, bravo, master, take all of my subjects. Take all of my souls to heaven. Leave me here all alone, ruling myself. Would he feel like that? No, of course not. Miserable. Lost one more soul now. What am I to do? See what I mean? Yeah. So that's why he fights this battle bitterly, so he can retain the control of all the souls under his grip. He likes that. It's just the work of the universe, you know. There is positive and there is negative. And they're fighting together. Maybe that's how the world becomes colorful. Yes. But if we don't know it, we suffer so much. Okay? Yes. So maybe we have suffered already. Okay, we have tasted the bitter and the sweet of this illusionary world already. And now it's time we want to go home. We say, I had enough with it. I don't want to play no more. I want to go home. I want to go home. Okay. Then the master comes and says, hey, this way, baby. And the Maya, what? You've been playing all this time? Huh? You play with my toys, you eat my food, you breathe my air, and now you say you just go? Go? How? I show you how. Huh? You see, just like that. Similar, you watch some movies, or it may be in real life also, you know, like if somebody, by some circumstances, joined in some gangs, yeah, and became a gangster. Maybe his heart wanted to be a gangster, or maybe just situation forced him into it, and he's trapped and he cannot get out. And the trapped one really doesn't like what he's doing, being a gangster, robbing and killing people or doing things that is against his conscience. And he normally never would have done that if situation had not trapped him into it. You see, sometimes once you innocently talk to some gangster and then you just buy something from him or take some favor from him just by sweet talk, and then later you're trapped into it. You're tricked into become a gangster yourself. And then, or maybe they use your parents, you know, kidnap your people and use it against you. And then you have to follow them and do what they say or else. Something like that. Or they will expose you to the police. And then now it's kind of too late and you're trapped in there. And now you want to get out. It won't be easy. You know that, right? Even all the films show that, you know, if you want to get out of the gang, sometimes you get killed. They eliminate you because you're no longer with them. Yes, you so-called betray them. And also they don't want you to go out in case you tell the police about the secret that you know about them, things like that. So you get eliminated. Not just in a gangster system, but sometimes even in the old time, in some of the uncivilized society, if you get out of a government secret system, secret service, they also try to kill you, to keep you quiet, because you know too much. And maybe the things you know is not good to let other people know. Like the things you know are not morally acceptable. It's not even lawful in that country. And then the secret service itself will eliminate you. It's the same. You saw some film, you know, like that. It can be true also in some society, even in some powerful society. It happens. So suddenly you hear, oh, so-and-so, you know, chief of secret service of so-and-so country suddenly just died, murder, shot on the street or in his hometown, even though he ran away to another country already. Yeah, hide away, still cannot hide away. So similar to the souls of humanity, once we're trapped in here, it's difficult for us to get out. And if we want to get out, the person who show you the way also risk his or her life. It's similar. And you also risk also. But because the person who show you the way have the way to protect you. Yes. So you are safe. But the person who show the way, they're after him. You are just one of their members. But the person who show the way will show many more members if he's alive or she's alive. So the gangs, will be after the person who show the way to get out, who protect the ex-gangs member and set him free. So that's what I said about the price that any master has to pay in one way or another. Yeah. You read the history and you know all the master had never had it easy, right? We have all the history and evidence already. We don't want to talk about that. If you want to know about them, you can read. Yeah? Okay? You can read in Indian books, yeah? History. Well, we don't have to read too far. Look at Jesus, huh? In your society, everybody knows what he has to pay for his teaching, yeah? What he has to pay for showing people the truth. What he had to pay for to liberate the souls. Now, so of course, after his son has been buried by the wave and even tore him into pieces, can you imagine what Noah had felt? Even being an enlightened master, it is his own son, you see? His blood and bones die tragically, horribly in front of his eyes like that. And he's right there that he could even help him. It's not like far away. He's right in front of him. And he has the means to help him, to save his life, but he can't. You imagine that? Just 1 second, his son is torn into pieces, gone. So, what would you say to God if you're in that situation? You complain, no? You lament, no? You cry. You might even yell, scream, shout it to heaven. Why would this happen to me? Why does this happen to my son? So let's see what Noah said to God. That would be my situation, of course, but Noah may be different. He's a tough guy. Maybe he react differently. Let's see how he said. Said Noah, "My Lord and my King, you have taken this one from me. Yet many times you promised that my family would be saved." So God answered, "Canaan was not one of yours. Can't you see that he is blue and you are white?" What does God mean by that? Huh? What does he mean by that? Does he mean that Canaan was born out of wedlock or something? Huh? That his color, his skin is blue? At that time, blue means also black, like dark color. And white means like you, European. Okay? Or like me. I'm joking. Yellow, no? Do I look yellow to you? Huh? Little, right? Okay. I don't look any, huh? Sometimes I look black, sometimes I look like Indian, sometimes I look like Asian. Depends on who sits next to me. Right now I look like him. Truly, sometimes I see the photographer make an image of me, of himself, for my photograph. You don't know it because you don't know who took some of my photo, but I know very well. If so-and-so took my photo, I look just like him, like his sister. The face, really would be longer or fatter or skinnier, it depends. Yeah. Except when I direct him how to take my photo, and where, then it's maybe different. But if he take it spontaneously by himself, then I look like that guy very much, or that girl, whoever. Yeah, most often like that. Or whoever sit next to me, I look just like them. Have you seen some of the photo when I take it with somebody else? I look like their relatives, or even mother or sister, huh? Yeah. Or even some look like the men also, you know, who sit next to me sometimes, very near, together with the picture. I look like them. But can you imagine, sometimes 2 or 3 people sit next to me and I look all like 3 of them. And 3 of them are not the same family, not even in the same town. Oh, it's funny, I saw some of that and I can only laugh, you know. So here, God told Noah that Canaan is not his family members because Canaan is blue and Noah is white. Can you tell me what he means by that? Anybody? Oh, the wise Buddhas?
It's mentioned in Bible, in Old Testament, that Noah, when he was born into his family, he was an exceptional baby. He had blue eyes and white skin that no one in his family had.
Yes.
So that's why he was born like this, directly from God, blessed by God, it seems. But when he bare his children took from his ancestors, perhaps.
Oh, so he think Canaan took is from his ancestors?
Yes.
I have seen some of the terrible dictators, I mean, butcher of the history, and they look so handsome. But when I look closer, oh, I know who that is. Very, very well. Behind the handsome face, I see who that person is incarnate, just from photo alone. Because when I read history and all that, you know, or see documentary film or read in books and they show photos of so and so, you know, who has caused untold misery, a miserable death to people, yeah? I mean, lots and lots of death to people, and who kills without blinking an eye. And I thought, how can such a handsome-looking person, you know, can be like that? And I looked closer. Oh, my goodness. I saw all the trace, you know. I saw the face behind that face. I know he's not from our world, you know. I know he's not from the positive power. He's a king of the negative. He's Lucifer incarnate. I can see that even. Because I could not believe, you know, that any person can be so wicked and so bad, you know. I mean, inside out. And I thought, okay, maybe in the war or something, revolution, sometimes people would die by fighting each other, you know. But it cannot be from the heart of a person who deliberately, you know, orders so many torturous deaths. And so I look at the picture, you know, one of those, I'm not telling you whom, and I look at the first glance, you know, all handsome, you know, very good-looking men. So I shook my head at it. It's not, cannot be true. Because we all imagine, you know, if an evil person must look very ugly or, you know, at least dark looking or something, or have some horn. No, not necessary, but, oh, that guy was so like chisel face, you know? And I look further, oh, jeez. I see the real face. Not like it appear on the photo, but you can see it. You know what I mean? You can see it. That is not the handsome face. It's just the face. But that face is resemble what face? You know, I mean, I know that very well. Resemble the devil, truly like that. Without horn, without fang. I can see it very well. Noah, okay.
Light skin, but his son was darker.
Dark skin, of course, yes. Okay, now.
There is another episode, may I ask?
Tell me.
That showed how cold-hearted Canaan was.
Yes.
In another instant in the family life.
Yes.
A summer, Noah had collected a lot of grapes, and he ate a lot of grapes.
Who eat?
Noah.
Noah ate a lot of grapes, yes.
But grapes were fermented.
Yes.
So he became drunk.
Oh.
And he was very happy, and he removed his clothes and started to dance.
Understand.
So Canaan, when he saw his father, he mocked him
Yeah.
and make fun of him
Yes.
and ridiculed him.
Yes.
But his two other sons, when they saw their father in such a weak state and
Yes.
fragile position,
Yes.
took a piece of cloth
And cover him.
and covered him and comforted him and said, "Never mind, come and sleep it off."
Yes.
And put him in his bed.
Understand.
So this is the sons, the true sons,
Yes.
how they behave
Yes.
when they see their father or mother in a fragile state.
Yes.
It's very easy to kick someone in a fragile state.
Yes. Yes.
But Kenan did that. He was
Yes.
very cold-hearted.
Yes.
To otherwise.
Even he is the son. So the other two sons are two sons, and this son is really there just to torture him, the Canaan. That's why I told you already. He must have been the devil incarnate then. I told you that. Okay. Anyway, so this is a story in the Bible that your sister has just supplied. You see what I mean? So now you know. It's not just me speaking. It's truly, he is like that already. You know, before this situation happened. So he's there just to make hell for the master, yeah? And in the sun and heart and all that, probably they became fermented, and Noah did not notice that. Yes, so he ate it. And then he became drunk. Yes, it was by accident. And knowing that, the son, of course, should have helped him,
Yes.
but he didn't. Instead, he mocked him, yeah, and ridiculed him and all that kind of thing, instead of helping him or covering him, because if he remained like that too long, he might die even, you know, being cold and or maybe falling down, and because he's not used to it being drunk.
His true sons rebuked this son, saying, "This is not the way to treat your own father."
Yes, it's correct.
He was rebuked.
Yes, okay. All right. And even that kind of son, the father, true to being a father, still want to save him so desperately, and still so feeling so much pain when he lost him. So this is a true love of the father. All the father loves their children like that. Not to talk about that he's being a master and being compassionate. He's a true father as well. So in the family matter, he's a true father, a good man. And in the spiritual matter, he is a true awakening saint. But this is the price he has to pay. Living with such a devil as a son, and having to feel his heart tormented when his son died in such a horrible way in front of his eyes like that, and he could not do nothing. So of course God understands that. Yeah? So God said to him, "Don't you see? He's not one of yours. He is blue," I mean dark color, "and you are white." In India, they say blue when it's the kind of dark and black, you know? Like they say Krishna also was born a blue color. But it's not blue, they're just dark color, like Indian people. Kind of bluish, I guess. A tint of blue or something. Yeah. So that's why sometimes we say black and blue, you know? Dark blue, it's like black too.